Hello and welcome to practice 7. And this practice here today is going to be focusing on changing things up. So for the past 6 practices that we have done, we have worked on building energy with our dolphin plank. And then we have looked at moving any stagnant energy with our side plank. We moved then into our standing poses. So today we're going to continue with the standing poses and explore warrior 2. But we are going to change things up. So it's good to change things up because to change things up can create a freshness and create energy. So today, come to stand, and we're going to start off with wrist circles. So I'll sit down to do these until we get up. But everyone else, please stand. Feet are about hip distance apart. And to circle the wrists, a lot of the times we do this. And the whole forearm is moving as well. So to isolate the movement and the motion into a wrist, make a light fist with your right hand, and then hold along the wrist with the opposite hand. And then whether you decide to take your circles in or out is entirely up to you, because we will be changing the direction. So just drawing small circles with the right hand and wrist, and then change the direction of the circle. Just release that, and then make a light fist with your left hand. Again, take hold of the wrist with your right hand. And then whether you decide to go in or out first makes no difference. Just start to make those small circles with your left wrist. And then changing the direction. And release. Okay, so we're going to then start with our shoulder rolls. So start to roll your shoulders forward and feel the whole range of movement here in the shoulders. And then we'll go back. So take your shoulders up towards your ears and then down and back. Up towards your ears and down. And again, exploring the whole range of movement here through your shoulders. I'm not very good at counting, so we could be on 20. And then release. And then we're going to go into our waist circles. So standing with your feet slightly wider than hip distance. And bring your hands onto your hips and just taking circles here with your waist. One direction, nice full circles. And then changing the direction of your circles. And then bring your feet to about hip distance apart. Soft bend in your knees as if you're going into a soft easy chair. Bring your hands onto your knees and circle here with your knees. So yes, we're still moving, getting a nice range of motion here through the knee joint, but also having a bit of movement here through the ankles. Change the direction if you haven't already done so. A few more circles. And then come up to stand. So take your feet slightly wider than hip distance. And we're going to go into swaying the arms from side to side. So keeping your head in line with your sternum, your chest. Just swaying the arms. Maybe as your hands swing around, you lift the opposite heel. As your hand taps on your low back, your kidneys. Maybe working your way up. Tapping your shoulder. And then start to slow it down. And then pause. So keeping your feet in this wider than hip distance, take your arms out into cactus arms. And we're going to add a twist. So inhale here, and as you exhale, twist to your left. Inhale back to center, exhale to your right. Going side to side with your breath. And maybe like we did with swaying of the arms, you can lift the opposite heel to the side that you're twisting to. Come back to center and release your arms down by your side. So moving now, we're going to jump right through to our half sun salutations. Standing with your feet hip distance apart. Take a moment here, bring one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your low belly. Just connecting with the rhythm of your breath and the beating of your heart. Just pause and notice any sensations through your body. Take one more big inhale. And when you exhale, release your arms down by your side. So jumping into our half sun salutations. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root through the feet to rise up to stand. Exhale, release your arms down by your side. Let's take two more of those. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, soft bend to your knees as you fold. Inhale, hands to the shin, find halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rooting down through the feet to find length. And exhale, release your arms down by your side. One more round. Inhale and the arms come up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, root through your feet and rise all the way up. And exhale, release your arms down. Moving through our standing poses here, I want you to root down through your right foot and then step your left foot, left leg back. So coming into our high crescent lunge, our left heel is lifted, our right knee is bent, and inhale, reach the arms up. So find that lift through the chest, lift through the sternum. And this time when you exhale, lower your left heel down and open your arms out to warrior two. So check your feet here. See if your heel can be in line with your right heel with your left inner arch. Check your back arm that it's not drooping away down. Lift it up to shoulder height. Warrior two pose. Now as we inhale here, straighten that right leg, bring both arms up over the head. And exhale, warrior two, bend the knee, arms reach out. Inhale, arms come up as the leg finds length. And exhale, bending the knee, the arms out to shoulders. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, warrior two. And hold your warrior two here for two more breaths. Palms can be facing up. Sometimes I like that because it rounds the shoulders down. Or your palms can be facing down. Active through the legs, a lift through the chest. You can keep your gaze straight ahead, or you can turn your gaze to your right middle finger. One more breath here. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes so that they're parallel with your left. Hands on your hips, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, fold forward. Hands come down onto the mat, onto the floor in front of you. Either your finger pads or the palms of your hands. Maybe walking your hands out in front. I'm taking 5 breaths here. Nice and active through the legs, through the feet. Nice long breaths. Take one more breath. And then slowly start to bring your hands back onto your hips. And then as you inhale, rise up to stand. Turn your right toes so that they face the front edge of your mat. Bending the right knee so we're coming back into that lunge. And then step the left foot to meet the right foot at the top of your mat. Pause here. And we'll do the same on the other side. So root down through your left foot. And when you're ready, step the right foot back for a high crescent lunge. Inhale, the arms lift up. And then when you exhale, drop your right heel as you open your arms out for warrior 2. Check the alignment of your feet. Check that your arms are both lifted. Taking a breath here in your warrior 2. Take any adjustments that you need to. And when your next inhale comes, lengthen the left leg and arms come up. As you exhale, release the arms down and bend your left knee. Twice more. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, warrior 2. Last one. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, warrior 2. And hold your warrior 2 here for 3 full breaths. Again, your gaze can be straight ahead, so your chin is in line with your sternum. Or if it feels comfortable in your neck, you can take your gaze to your left middle finger. Palms can be turned up towards the ceiling, or you can keep your palms turned down. Taking one more breath. And then bring your hands to your hips and turn your left toes so that they're parallel to your right. Hands are to our hips and we're going to do another wide leg fold, but adding on a slight twist rotation. So taking a deep inhale, and when you exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands down in front. Plant your left hand down, either the fingertips or the palm of your hand. And as you inhale, take your right arm out to the side. And maybe that's your happy place. Maybe your right arm reaches more up towards the ceiling. But really planting down through your left hand. Taking your gaze either up at your right thumb or keeping your gaze neutral, looking down at your left hand. Root down through your feet. Every inhale lifting the chest. Every exhale finding a deeper twist. Take one more breath. And then slowly lower the right hand, and we'll do the same with the left. So reaching up with that left arm, pressing down with the right hand. Take 3 more breaths here. Strong through the legs. Remember again, your gaze can be down at the right hand or your gaze can be up, depending on how it feels in your neck today. One more breath. And then release your left hand down, hands to your hips. Inhale, power up to stand. And And then heel toe your feet so that they're hip distance apart. Come into your mountain pose with your arms down by your side. And just pause and notice any sensations in your breath. Any sensations in your body. And then heel toe your feet so that they're wide apart, toes turn out, heels towards each other. And then lower your sit bones down to come down into a squat. Now, when you come down into a squat, and you start to lower your sit bones down, if it feels uncomfortable, shift a little side to side, right? But at any stage, if your knees are screaming out and are not happy, come out of it right away. So find your squat, maybe the inside of your legs can house the outside of your arms. Taking a couple of more breaths here in your squat pose. Lifting up through your chest, rooting down through your feet. 2 more full, long breaths. And then when you're ready, plant your hands down. Find length through your legs. Heel toe your feet so that they're hip distance apart. And then step your right foot back and then your left foot back and come into downward dog. In your downward dog here, inhale, lift the heels up really high. And then when you exhale, lower your knees down. And then come back to sit on your heels. So we're going to go into a new pose that we haven't done in our series, and it's boat pose. So come to stand up on your knees, shift your legs and lower your bum down to the mat and take your legs out long in front. So there's many variations to this pose. Have your knees bent and the soles of your feet on the mat to begin with. You can come down here onto your forearms and lift your knees up. So that's option 1. Forearms and elbows pressed down. You can hook your hands to the back of your thighs and flex your feet. Or you can let go. So either A, B or C, pick a variation that is compatible with you today. Keep lifting up the chest. Every exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine. Notice any shakiness in the breath. Notice any shakiness in the body. I think we could hold this for another couple of breaths. Maybe even smile. Keep lifting at any stage that you feel that you're slouching or rounding. Hold on to the back of your thighs. Keep the chest lifted. Take one more breath. And then slowly lower the feet down. So we're going to play here with lowering down onto our backs. So dig your heels into the mat. Take your arms out in front. And slowly, slowly, see if you can roll down to the count of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and if you just flop down, that's okay. Make sure you giggle. 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Lift your knees and hug your knees in towards your chest. Give a little rock here from side to side. Take your arms out to the side, palms facing down. Knees are still in towards your chest. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, allow the knees to drop over to the right. As you take your gaze over to the left for this easy twist. Just noticing how quickly you can let go. Let go of the manipulation of your breath and let your breath return to its normal rhythm, its natural rhythm. I find it's a practice learning to let go. And the more that we practice it, the better we become at it. Next inhale, come back to the knees to center. Allow your knees to fall to the left and take your gaze over to the right. And again, just noticing how quickly you can drop in, let go. Come back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give a little rock from side to side. And then slowly lower one leg out long. And then the other. For a final resting pose. Allow your feet to drop out to the side. Your arms alongside your body. With either your palms facing down, or you can turn your palms up, which I find just helps my shoulders to relax down more onto the earth. Just be in this stillness. Be in this quiet. Noticing any sensations. Noticing the quality of your breath. And going deeper into our practice, whilst noticing the quality of our breath as we have been doing, can you also notice the gaps in between? The pauses in between the breath. And then do the same with your thoughts. So instead of hooking on to your thoughts, allow a thought to pass by. And noticing the pauses in between. And you are welcome to stay here in this yumminess. Or join me now by starting to deepen your breath. Adding a little bit of movement here through your fingers and through your toes. And then take one knee in towards your chest and then the other. And roll over onto a side. And then with the support of your arms and your hands, push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Great job. Congratulations on completing practice 7. Namaste. And I look forward to seeing you all for practice 8. Thank you.